When people think of millionaires, the first image that often comes to mind is one of luck, inheritance, or a sudden windfall that catapulted them into wealth. Movies, headlines, and social media tend to reinforce this stereotype, making it seem as though only a chosen few are destined to be rich while the rest must settle for less. But the reality is very different, and it's far more encouraging than most imagine. A vast number of self-made millionaires didn't start with trust funds or extraordinary talent. Instead, they credit their success to a handful of habits and a mindset that shaped their daily choices. These habits aren't reserved for the elite, nor do they require a financial investment. They are free, simple practices that anyone can adopt right now. The real secret is consistency. What separates millionaires from everyone else isn't money, it's discipline. One of the most consistent habits you'll find among self-made millionaires is their relationship with time. They see time as the most valuable currency, more precious than money itself, because once it's spent, it can never be earned back. That's why so many of them wake up earlier than the average person. Those quiet morning hours provide a space to think clearly, set priorities, and approach the day with focus rather than chaos. Some use this time for meditation, allowing their minds to settle before the noise of the world begins. Others dedicate it to exercise, knowing that physical energy fuels mental sharpness. Many choose to read, learn, or journal, feeding their minds before stepping into their business roles. But waking up early isn't just about the clock, it's about intention. It signals discipline and self-control, creating a ripple effect through the rest of the day. For anyone starting out, the key is gradual change. Simply wake up 15 minutes earlier each week until you've carved out a powerful, purposeful morning routine. Self-made millionaires understand that the world is constantly changing, and the only way to stay ahead is through relentless self-education. They treat learning as a daily habit, not a chore, and they use every free resource available to expand their knowledge. Books, podcasts, online lectures, and articles become their classrooms, often costing nothing but time and focus. Warren Buffett famously spends hours each day reading, and Bill Gates is known for devouring books across a wide range of subjects. They credit this continuous learning as one of the most powerful tools in their success. Importantly, their curiosity goes beyond business. They read about psychology to understand people, health to maintain energy, history to gain perspective, and leadership to influence effectively. This broad learning gives them insights others overlook and allows them to connect dots in unique ways. The best part is that this habit is completely free to copy. Simply setting aside 30 minutes a day to read, listen, or learn can, over time, completely transform the way you think, make decisions, and pursue opportunities. One of the most underrated habits of self-made millionaires is how they build relationships long before they ever need them. Unlike the transactional approach many people take, their networking is rooted in genuine curiosity and respect for others. They don't rely on fancy clubs, elite memberships, or expensive events to form connections. Instead, they focus on listening, showing interest, and offering value without expecting anything in return. This habit of nurturing relationships consistently creates a foundation of trust, and when opportunities arise, people naturally think of them. For everyday practice, this can be as simple as reaching out to an old friend to check in, sending a thoughtful message to a colleague, or expressing gratitude to a mentor. Over time, these small acts compound into a powerful network. The principle is simple. People remember how you made them feel, and authentic connections can open doors that money alone never could. For self-made millionaires, time is the most valuable asset they own, far more precious than money. Money lost can often be earned back, but time once spent is gone forever. That's why they treat every hour like currency, making sure it's invested wisely rather than wasted. Many of them regularly audit their schedules, looking closely at how much of their day is dedicated to meaningful, high-value tasks and how much slips away to distractions. They delegate what others can do, automate repetitive tasks, and keep their focus on activities that directly move them closer to their goals. This mindset introduces the idea of time budgeting, a practice similar to money budgeting where you plan in advance where your hours will go instead of letting them disappear. Anyone can adopt this habit by starting small. Track your time for 1 week. Notice patterns, identify wasted hours, and then make intentional adjustments. Just like with money, once you see where it's leaking, you can redirect it toward what truly matters. Self-made millionaires recognize a truth many overlook: wealth is useless without health. They understand that energy, focus, and vitality are the real fuel behind success, and no amount of money can replace a strong body or a clear mind. That's why they prioritize simple, free habits that keep them performing at their best. Daily exercise, even something as basic as walking or stretching, sharpens their physical endurance. Proper sleep restores their brain and keeps their decision-making sharp. Meditation helps them stay calm under pressure, while staying hydrated and eating mindfully ensures consistent energy levels. These practices directly influence the quality of their financial choices because a tired, stressed mind is far more likely to make poor decisions. The good news is that these habits don't require expensive gyms or special equipment. Anyone can start with something as simple as 30 minutes of physical activity each day, investing in health as the first step toward lasting wealth. A common thread among self-made millionaires is their ability to maintain a positive outlook, even when circumstances are tough. Many of them practice gratitude deliberately, keeping journals where they write down what they're thankful for or repeating affirmations that reinforce confidence and resilience. This simple habit shifts their focus from what's missing to what's already present, building a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. The result is greater optimism, stronger resilience in the face of setbacks, and clearer decision-making under pressure. Challenges stop feeling like roadblocks and start looking like opportunities to learn and grow. The beauty of this practice is that it doesn't cost anything, it only requires consistency. Anyone can try it by writing down 3 things they're grateful for each night before bed. Over time, this habit rewires the brain to see the good in every situation, creating the mental foundation that wealth and success are built upon. One of the biggest surprises about self-made millionaires is that, despite their wealth, many avoid flashy lifestyles, especially in the early stages of building their fortunes. Instead of buying the latest luxury car or living in oversized homes, they focus on building assets that grow in value. They understand the difference between assets, which put money in their pockets, and liabilities, which drain it. This is why they delay gratification, choosing to invest today so they can enjoy true financial freedom tomorrow. Their habits are often rooted in frugality, creating budgets, steering clear of unnecessary debt, and embracing a minimalist mindset where value matters more than appearances. These practices protect them from lifestyle inflation, the trap of spending more just because they earn more. The great news is that anyone can copy this. By living as though you're still in the building phase, even when income rises, you set yourself up for lasting financial stability and long-term wealth. Every self-made millionaire's journey is marked by obstacles: failed businesses, rejected ideas, financial losses, or personal struggles. What sets them apart isn't that they avoid failure, but how they respond to it. They adopt the habit of reframing failure as feedback, treating each setback as a lesson rather than a final defeat. This perspective allows them to keep moving forward when others would quit. The mindset of persistence, the refusal to give up no matter how difficult things get, is often the invisible force behind their success. And it doesn't cost anything, only determination and patience. A simple way to build this resilience is to keep a journal. Instead of dwelling on mistakes, write down the lessons learned from each setback. Over time, this practice trains the mind to see value in challenges and builds the strength to push forward. Persistence and resilience are free, but their rewards are priceless. Self-made millionaires are not superheroes born with advantages the rest of us lack. They are ordinary people who made extraordinary use of discipline, consistency, and small daily choices. Their wealth stems less from luck or inheritance and more from habits that anyone can practice. Rising early to gain clarity, dedicating time to learning, building genuine connections, managing time with precision, protecting health, practicing gratitude, living below their means, and refusing to quit in the face of setbacks, these are the real foundations of success. The most powerful part is that none of these habits cost money, yet their value is immeasurable. You don't need to change your life overnight. Simply adopt one habit today, commit to it, and watch how it transforms your mindset. Your millionaire journey begins with discipline, not dollars.